Hello, my dear friend. Welcome you my YouTube channel MUC Smart Learning. Before going to subject, I am remembering to you, please subscribe our channel and don't forget to click the bell icon to get further notification. Now move on to the subject. Today's subject is corporate law. Go to slide. In a corporate law, the important topic is Information Technology Act. What is that? When it created? For what purpose it created? So in this lecture class we discuss one by one. Here first, Information Technology Act, previously called as a Cyber Act. In 1998, the Cyber Act created, and afterward in 1999, Information Technology Act bill created in October 2000. The act was implemented. The main purpose of Information Technology Act is for the purpose of cyber crime and e-commerce. Here in e-commerce, you need to do all the transaction in a electronic manner. For that, you need to be electronic documentation, and you need of e-signatures, that is called as a digital signature. So for that you need of a certain regulation, certain control on these electronic manners. So for that, electronic technology, that is a Information Technology Act created. Objectives of IT Act. One of the basic object of the Information Technology Act is electronic exchange of data. See, the government given a full-fledged to the business people to exchange their data in a electronic manners. Not only the business people, every person can exchange their informations, data in a electronic mode. Then second object is a digital signature. One of the object is, whenever you doing a certain business in a contract basis, you need to sign on that contract. Here the IT Acts provide that facility to the business peoples to do the signature in a digitalized manner. And third object is electronic filing of documents. Whenever you do the data exchange through electronic manner, that is a internet manner, you need to be a filing of documents also in a electronic manner. Simply whatever you get the data, you may stored in a file or folders. So in a electronic manner, in a computerized, so it is easier to do all such transaction. See the next objective, it is a electronic storage. Whenever you may have the data in the form of electronic manner, means that electronic data should be stored in a electronically. Nothing but in a computer or in a internet, that is in a Google Drive, you can store all your data. so that provides a certain securities, certain storage facilities, and you may protect your data, you may have certain privacy. So such type of things they may providing it. So that's the one of the object. The next one is electronic fund transfer. So whenever you do the business electronically, you need to pay and you need to receive the amount in a electronic manner. See that the banks provide lot of facilities nowadays in the form of electronic, that is a internet banking, mobile banking. So such facilities are only with the object of IT Act. So nowadays we are availing it. Then last object is electronic accounting. When everything, that is a data exchange electronically, you do the filing electronically, you store in a electronically, on the term you need to maintain your accounts in a electronic manner. See, features of IT Act. Here one of the feature is recognition of electronic data. Recognition of electronic data means the government provides a facility to the users. They may do create the data in a electronic manner, share the data in a electronic manner, so they can do everything in the electronic manner. So that is one of the features of IT Act. Then second feature is electronic contract mode. Whatever be the dealing you may do electronically, that is with the help of internet, the certain contract created, that is most of the term you may said implied contract created, so such may called as a electronic contract mode. Then third feature is recognition of electronic signature. For the signing of such contract you need a certain mode. So for that the IT Act provide certain procedures, certain authentications, and for that certain authorities are formed where that they may recognize the signature as a electronic manner to accept all the business field. So that is a feature, one of the features. And the next one, adjudication authorities reports is finalized. If any report made on it, so on the term, so that reports may be finalized by the authorities. That authorities report is the final one. That is one of the features. And then last one is establishment of cyber appellate tribunal for controlling of this act, that is a IT Act. See, for controlling of all the electronic datas, all the electronic features we seen here, so these controlled by the appellate tribunals. So this is a separate governmental body where monitoring all the information technologies, that is a cyber activities, and for that if any appeals came, they may hearing all those things, and where that they may give a punishment, compensation and all those things. So that is one of the feature. The next very important is cyber crimes. What are the crimes done in a electronic manner? That is a internet. That is a first one is fraud. Fraud means cheating. One business person cheat with the another, or sometimes you may said business people cheat with a customer, or sometimes customer cheat with the business peoples. So such may called as a fraudulent task, like creation of false business or company where that they offering certain product, and if the customer purchasing such product, they paid the amount afterward they didn't get any product at all, because there is no such type of companies at all. So such may called as a fraudulent task. Then second one is hacking. Hacking means nothing but stealing of certain secret information from the stored drive. So entering into the other's computer without asking any permission, so such may called as a hacking. So that's also be a crime one. The next one, pornography. So this in India and like the various countries is prohibited. It's a banned of watching, downloading or uploading such type of adult content. So such that's also be a criminal task one. Then next, email security destruction. So someone accessing the other's email without his permission, entering it and transferring the messages and information, so such may called as a email security destruction. It's a criminal task. The next one, false digital signature. For example, copying the others same type of signature and creating on that name, so such may called as a false digital signature. You never get any approval for that signature, so that is may called as a false digital signature. So where that the peoples are exploiting, cheating with others. Then last one is destruction of privacy. So some person have a certain privacy, like datas, videos, audios, or certain secret information they may have. Means some person without his permission entering it and they stealing such data or exposing that data, so they may call as a destruction of privacy. You disclosing that person with there is a privacy issue, so it's a criminal task one. And other many more cyber crimes are there, we will see later on. The next one is advantages of IT Act. So advantages, one of the most advantages is globalization. Globalization means whatever data you may have, that data can be transferred or exchanged with throughout the world. The procedure is same, they can accept the data in a global manner. So such may called as a globalized thing. So IT Act provide such type of things. And the next one, job opportunity. So many business nowadays the going on, that is BPOs are there, call centers are there, they run in the form of the all the IT sectors manner, that is the information technologies one. The next advantages is secure transaction. Secure transaction means whatever data you may have, the data is in a secured one, because many securities are provided in and around to protect the users of that. Then last one is risk free concept. Now for example, see the bank concept. Many business people doing their banking transaction in a electronic manner, so such may called as a risk free concept. In a rare cases, peoples are stealing one's amount, so such may called as a one of the advantages of IT Act. And disadvantages of IT Act, there is a Information Technology Act, destruction of privacy, disclosing of certain secret information or private information, that is a datas, documents, audios, videos, so you may disclosing it, means such may call destruction of privacy. Then as I say, high risk of security. Any person can hack any other's secure information. So such may called as a high risk you may have nowadays. And then next one is lack of unemployment to unskilled employees. See, in the world, if you see, only nearly 40 to 50% of employee only educated one and skilled one, and remaining 40 to 50, that is a 60 to 50% of the populations are unskilled, unemployed, that is a uneducated one. On the term, in the IT sector, there is no employment at all. For the IT sector, they need skilled, educated employees. So this is one of the lagging. It is a disadvantage. And the last one is a lack of job security, because in a IT field, every day new technologies are updating. So on the term, they need to be updated. So certain persons are there, they are not updating it. So on the term, it's one of the limitational side of the IT sector. It's create jobless. So there is a last one, there is a lack of job security. So thank you. The remaining we will see in the next video lecture class. Thank you for patiently listening.